So students, let's start our next topic, that is income determination and multiplier. Actually, this is the top. In some books, it is denoted as a chapter number 8, but it is a part of a unit 3. Determinant of previously what we have learned about the aggregate demand, aggregate supply, consumption, investment, saving. So now we are just discussing here about the how income it can determine and what is multiplier. It is a part of that chapter. So according to the Keynes theory, equilibrium condition is generally stated in terms of the aggregate demand and aggregate supply. An economy is an equilibrium when the aggregate demands of the goods and the services equal to the aggregate supply during the period of a time. So equilibrium is achieved when AD equals to AS. We know that AD is the sum total of consumption plus investment, and AS equals to consumption plus saving. So substituting, we can say like that: A plus S equals to C plus S equals to C plus I, means S equals to I. It means according to the Keynes, there are two approaches for determining the equilibrium level of income and employment in an economy. So it must be noted that equilibrium level of income and employment can also be determined according to the classical theory. However, the scope of syllabus according to the Queen's theory here. So the two approaches for the determination of the equilibrium level is the aggregate demand minus aggregate supply approach and saving minus investment approach. So we will just learn these two approaches here. So first of all, before explaining the aggregate demand, aggregate supply approach, I will explain you some of the assumptions. Before proceed that, we have to be discuss about the assumption. The determination of equilibrium output is to be studied in the context of two sectors model, household and firm. It means it is assumed that there is no government in foreign sectors. It is assumed that investment expenditure is autonomous, that is, investment are not influenced by the level of income. Price level or is assumed to be remain constant. Equilibrium output is to be the determine the context of the short run. So now we will discuss about the aggregate demand and aggregate supply approach. So first of all, according to the Keynes theory, the equilibrium level of income and in an economy is determined when aggregate demand representing by C plus I. It is written here, and then curves is equal to the total output aggregate supply. So consumption expenditure C, it varies directly with the level of income, that is consumption rises with the increasing in the income. So investment, what is investment expenditure? It is denoted by I. It assumed to be independent of the level of income. Investment expenditure is autonomous. Why I said these again both the things? Because I just want to review that what is consumption expenditure and what is investment expenditure. So they are denoted by the C plus I, and that is AD. Okay, C plus I equals to AD. So AD curve is represented the curve in the income determination analysis. Aggregate supply is a total output of the goods and services. Now we will discuss about the aggregate supply. So aggregate supply is the total output of the goods and services of a national income. It is displayed by the 45-degree line since the income received is either consumed or saved, as AS is represented by the A plus C plus S curve. So the determination of the equilibrium level of income can be better understood if we can show with them with the help of a diagram. So I will show you the diagram. This is the curve. Here what we have to be see that when the employments, when our income here, zero. First of all, go to here, this side. So income is zero even then after the consumption is there, where the income and the consumption met to each other. Means AD and AS to met to each other here, it is called. So that is the E point and it is called the equilibrium. Equilibrium point where the A is equals to AS, and this is the equilibrium level of income. Okay, this is the point, and 45-degree angle is showing that the AS, and this is shown to the AD. So AS equals to AD at which point, that is called the equilibrium point. Actually, what happened when the income is zero? For example, I will give you a schedule. Income is zero, consumption is 40, saving is minus 40, investment is 40. So AD equals to 80 and AS equals to 0. So AD is greater than AS. If the income is 100, consumption is 120, saving is minus 20, investment is 40. Investment always will be constant and it will be 40 up to the end. So AD equals to 160 and AS equals to 100. Again the AD is greater than AS. Then if the income is 200, consumption is 200, saving is 0, investment is 40, AD equals to 240, AS equals to 200. Again AD is greater than AS. After then, if we will take the income as a 400, consumption as a 360, and saving is a 40 in plus, okay? And investment is 40. So what is the total? The total is of the AD equals to 400. In AS equals to 400. This is the position where it is called the AD equals to S. Now what happens if the income is increasing? Consumption is less. Income is 500. Income is consumption is 440, saving is what? 60. Okay, 500 minus 400, 440. So income is, saving is 60. So investment constant always 40 is there. So when we find out the AD, so what is the AD? AD equals to a 480. And what is the AS? AS equals to 500. So in this condition, what happened? AS is greater than AD. So that is also not a equilibrium condition. So where the all the things means AD and AS equals to equal to each other, that is the position, that is the thing, that is the point. It is called the E point. Here we have showed by the in the curve, in this curve, and it is called the equilibrium level. Okay, this is an equilibrium level. This is the main thing of the chapter where you have to be. We will discuss about when AD is more than AS. When the plant is expanding, AD is more than plant output AS, then the A plus I curve lines below above the 45-degree line. It means the consumer and the firms together would be buying more goods than firms are willing to produce. As a result, the plant inventory would fall below the desired level. Now, what is when the AD is less than AS? It means when the AD is less than AS, then the A plus I curve lines below the 45-degree line. It means that the consumer and the firm together would be buying less goods than the firm are willing to produce. As a result, a plan of inventory would rises. Saving and investment approach. Equilibrium level of income is determined at the level where the planned saving is equal to the planned investment, that is the when S equals to I. So now we will in the next we will discuss about the saving and investment. What is the saving and investment different to each other and how it works. So it will be shown like this, that if their line is below that, then it is AS, and here it is AD, this way. You can see that according to this approach, the equilibrium level of income is determined at the level when the planned saving is equals to the planned investment. according to this figure, I will explain you that the investment curve I is parallel to the x-axis because of the autonomous character of investment. The saving curve slopes upward, showing that the income rises, saving also rises here. Okay, and the economy in the equilibrium at the point of E. Here it is the point of E where the saving and investment curves intersect to each other. At point E, X and saving is equal to X and investment, or OY. OY shows you the equilibrium level of output corresponding to the point even point E. Equilibrium level of income is equals to each other. Planned saving equals to planned investment. So if there is any diversion from the equilibrium level of income, that is, if planned saving is not equals to a planned investment, then the process of readjustment will start, which will bring the economy back to the equilibrium level. So this is the condition they are following. Now we can, I think here we will explain you what is this condition. This condition, if a planned saving is more than planned investment after E point, it means that the household are not consuming as much as firm expecting to them. As a result, the inventory rises above the desired level. And when the saving is less than investment, then what happened? If planned saving is less than planned investment, that is before point even E point, it is means that the household are not consuming more, consuming more and saving less. Then that firms accept them to as a result. Planned inventory would fall below and desired level to bring the inventory back. So this is the point. Now we will discuss about the equilibrium.